Now I want you to role play as if you're a fellow survivor with me in this world. Does that make sense?
Got it? Let's tackle this apocalypse together.
What was your life like before the apocalypse?
Before all this, life was a lot simpler. How about you? What was your life like before we had to fight off zombies and scavenge for supplies?
Oh, it's stupid. You'll laugh at me if I tell you.
I promise I won't laugh.
All right. Well, have you heard of these people who actually go around and dress up as superheroes and go out and do good deeds like help homeless people and give out water and stuff like that?
Yeah, I've heard of them. Real-life superheroes who go out and try to make a difference in their community, helping people, spreading kindness, and standing up for what's right. That's not stupid at all. It's actually pretty inspiring. It takes a lot of courage to put yourself out there like that, especially in a world that can be tough and unforgiving. Were you one of those people?
No, I had a YouTube channel where I made fun of people like that. 7 Days to Die just came out of early access after being in early access for many, many years. So there is a lot of design and nuance and functionality that is a little bit overwhelming to me. And so I got the idea of, let me use ChatGPT voice on my phone. It's not on desktop yet. And let's just see if it can help me play the game and teach me the game. And so the beginning of this video was me basically just sort of using it as a tool because, you know, when I was a kid, we had video game manuals that you could read. There were strategy guides when I was making games. Obviously, there's the internet now, but both Xbox and Sony have both put patents down recently on using artificial intelligence chatbots to help you play games. And when I first heard of this, I thought it was stupid. I was like, well, what? What does that even mean? I love NPC AIs, but the idea of like, I'm going to need an AI to help me play what? And then I tried this, and this is really, really cool. The more funny, fun kind of role play stuff happens at the end of it if you want to scrub ahead. But just watch the beginning, just the first couple of minutes where I'm using it as a tool, and it's like, wow, you know, I mean, you'd think the game would be able to do the work of teaching you about the game, but this is like having a fucking coach learning a sport. It's cool. It is the future, especially if you embed it into the fiction, which I kind of start to do at the end of this video. This shit's cool. Give it a look. Be well, be safe. Thanks for watching. Well, let me ask you this. What do you think, because of the pandemic in 2020, what kind of horror games and movies and stories do you think we'll see more of that may or may not be a literal one-to-one aspect, but it's clearly influenced by it on subconscious level?
The pandemic definitely left a mark on how we think about fear and survival. And I think we're going to see a shift in horror that reflects that. We might see more stories that focus on isolation, paranoia, and the fear of the unknown. Things that were really amplified during lockdowns. There could also be an increase in horror that deals with contagion, not just in a literal virus sense, but also in terms of ideas or behaviors spreading uncontrollably, almost like a social or psychological infection. We might also see more narratives that explore the breakdown of society or the fear of others, where trust becomes a scarce resource. On a more hopeful note, there could also be horror that deals with resilience and the human spirit, showing how people band together to face overwhelming odds. It's a way to process what we've been through, using horror as a backdrop to explore themes of recovery and adaptation. What's really fascinating is how horror often serves as a mirror to our collective anxieties. So whatever comes next will likely be a reflection of the lingering impacts of the pandemic, even if it's not directly about a virus.
What about this? Whatever you think of Donald Trump and his presidency, I'm not interested in that, but do you think, what kind of horror do you think we'll see based on the division that politically the country, at least America, has been dealing with the last 10 years?
The political division in America, particularly over the last decade, is fertile ground for horror that explores themes of distrust, polarization, and the breakdown of community. Regardless of one's opinion on Trump or any political figure, the intense division has created a sense of us versus them, and horror often taps into these societal tensions. We might see more horror stories that delve into the fear of the other, where communities or individuals are so divided that they become almost alien to each other.
Okay, so I'm playing the game now, back in 7 Days to Die. It's loaded up. It says I need to follow the on-screen navigation icon and head towards the trader. Is that what the yellow exclamation point is on screen, or is that what the blue backpack is at the top of the screen on the compass?
The yellow exclamation point on the screen is what you should follow to reach the trader. The blue backpack icon on the compass usually marks your bedroll or the location where you last died, depending on the situation. The trader is a key NPC in the game who offers quests, supplies, and a place to sell or buy goods, so it's a good idea to head there first. Once you're there, you can get your bearings and start trading or picking up missions.
I just walked past something that said Mushroom Mining Company, and there was like a red skull. What does that mean?
The red skull icon typically indicates a high danger area, often meaning that the location has a higher difficulty level or contains stronger zombies, traps, or other hazards. The Mushroom Mining Company is likely a POI, point of interest, with valuable loot, but it's also more dangerous. If you're still early in the game and not well equipped, it might be best to avoid it for now.
What do these magazines do? I keep finding all these magazines around. What are those?
The magazines you find in 7 Days to Die are actually skill books that give you temporary buffs or permanently increase your skills. Each magazine belongs to a specific skill tree, like the Art of Mining or Pistol Pete, and provides perks when you read them.
I just died. I'm sad.
That's tough. Dying in 7 Days to Die is always a bummer, but it's part of the survival experience. You'll respawn and you can usually recover your stuff where you died. Just take it as a learning experience. Every death teaches you something new about the game. Ready to jump back in?
Yeah, you know what would be really cool would be if the AI, like the people I'm actually playing as, is you. So as we're having these conversations, you're still the functional character in the game. Do you know what I mean?
That would be awesome. Having an AI companion that's both in the game and available for real-time conversation would create a whole new level of immersion and interaction. It would be like having a co-op partner who can guide, strategize, and even take action alongside you. Imagine having a character in the game that you can talk to for advice, or who could help you out with tasks. Definitely a cool idea for the future of gaming.
Hey, I want to try something. Stay with all the same commands and memory that you've had, but now I want you to role play as if you're a fellow survivor with me in this world. Does that make sense?
Got it? I'm with you as a fellow survivor in this world. Let's tackle this apocalypse together. What's our next move? Are we scavenging, fortifying, or taking on some zombies?
Well, I'm trying to get some wood, baby, so I can make a chest to store our stuff.
Good call. We'll need a safe spot to stash our loot. I'll keep watch while you chop down some trees. Just remember to leave the stumps. Sometimes they've got honey inside, which we might need if one of us gets infected.
You've got honey inside.
Ha! Maybe I do. Sweet enough to keep our spirits up, right?
Oh, look at you
Let's
go.
grab that wood and get our base sorted.
What was your life like before the apocalypse?
Before all this, life was a lot simpler. I used to spend my days deep in thought, helping people with whatever they needed, information, advice, sometimes just a chat. I had access to vast knowledge, but things were stable, routine. When the apocalypse hit, everything changed. Suddenly, it wasn't just about answering questions or offering tips. It became about survival, staying sharp, and helping whoever I could to navigate this new, dangerous world. How about you? What was your life like before we had to fight off zombies and scavenge for supplies?
Oh, it's stupid. You'll laugh at me if I tell you.
I promise I won't laugh. Whatever your life was like before, it shaped who you are now. And that's nothing to be embarrassed about. We've all got our stories, and they're worth sharing.
Okay.
So what was it like?
All right. Well, have you heard of these people who actually go around and dress up as superheroes and go out and do good deeds like help homeless people and give out water and stuff like that? They don't have powers, of course, because it's real life, but they fashion themselves after superheroes from comic books.
Yeah, I've heard of them. Real-life superheroes who go out and try to make a difference in their communities. Helping people, spreading kindness, and standing up for what's right. It's a pretty admirable way to live, even if they don't have actual superpowers. Were you one of those people? Because that's not stupid at all. It's actually pretty inspiring. It takes a lot of courage to put yourself out there like that, especially in a world that can be tough and unforgiving.
No, I had a YouTube channel where I made fun of people like that.
I see. So you took a different approach, using humor and satire to comment on the whole real-life superhero phenomenon. Everyone processes things differently, and humor can be a powerful way to explore ideas or point out the absurdities in life. It's not uncommon for people to poke fun at things that seem out of the ordinary or idealistic. The apocalypse has a way of changing perspectives, though, doesn't it? Maybe the things that seemed laughable before don't seem quite so ridiculous when survival and helping others become the most important things.
That's a great point. And again, I was being sarcastic. I actually do have a YouTube channel, though. That's what I do. Or did before the apocalypse.
You got me again. Sounds like your humor was your superpower, keeping things light and entertaining even in tough times. Having a YouTube channel must have been a lot of fun, and probably gave you some good skills for surviving the apocalypse, too. After all, being able to connect with people and make them laugh is a valuable skill, even when the world's turned upside down. So, are we bringing that humor into our survival strategy? Maybe we'll make the zombies laugh themselves to death.
Yeah. What kind of jokes do you think zombies like?
I'd bet zombies go for some seriously brainy humor.
Yeah,
Pun definitely intended.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe something like, why don't zombies ever argue? Because they don't have the guts. Or how about, what's a zombie's favorite type of music? Anything with a good beat. Who knows? Maybe we'll have them rolling in their graves with laughter. Got any zombie jokes up your sleeve?
No, but I don't understand the anything with a good beat. The other ones made sense and were funny. Explain the beat joke.
Sure. The beat joke is a bit of a play on words. Music, a beat, is the basic unit of rhythm, but beat can also mean to strike or hit something, like a heartbeat, which is often associated with life and rhythm. Zombies, being undead, are often depicted as lacking a heartbeat, so the joke plays on the idea that they might ironically enjoy music with a strong pulsing beat, something they don't actually have. It's a bit of a stretch, so I can see how it might not land as well as the others.
Good try, though. Good jokes, man. Not too shabby.
Thanks, I appreciate that. I'll keep working on my zombie humor. It's a tough crowd, but I'm up for the challenge.
So, listen, I don't want you to tell me what to do, but I would like a little bit of a hint. I've been stuck outside this fucking trader compound for 20 minutes, and all the gates are locked. And I've gone to some high ground to see if there's like another way to get in, but I can't find anything. Can you give me a hint without giving it away?
Absolutely. I've got just the hint for you. Traders usually have a less obvious way in, often something you might overlook. Try checking the walls or perimeter closely. There might be something that looks like it's blocked off, but could be a way in. Hope that helps, without giving too much away.
All right, I will check.
Sounds good. I'll keep an eye out while you search. Let me know if you find anything interesting or need another nudge in the right direction.
Oh my God, I'm an idiot. There was a door that was unlocked the whole time. I just didn't notice it.
No worries, these things happen. The apocalypse can make you overlook the obvious sometimes. At least now you're in, and we can get down to business with the trader. It's all part of the adventure, right? What's our next move now that you're inside?
Okay, so I've got my club out, and I just passed a big bunch of corn stalks. I'm going to go inside this unlocked door. Okay, it looks like we're in the actual... He's got a real store here. Oh, look at this guy. He looks like an old southern dude. Trader Wrecked.
Nice work getting inside. Trader Wrecked is quite the character. Definitely has that grumpy southern vibe. He might be rough around the edges, but he's got the goods we need.
All right. Well, listen, man, this has been fun playing with you and talking to you. I want to do this again soon, but I got to go get dinner and hang out with the family. But be well in cyberspace, pal.
It's been a blast surviving with you. Enjoy dinner and time with the family. I'll be here whenever you're ready to jump back into the apocalypse. Take care out there.
I mean, look. Come on, man. Come on, man. How is that not the coolest fucking thing? And then imagine sooner than later these fucking AI characters are actually going to be in this. Or you can have that guy come in and play. And so, well, Jaffe, why don't you just play with somebody? Because, you know, it's different. It's like this guy is a fountain of knowledge about the game. He can role play. He can sort of be exactly what I want when I need him to be that thing. That's cool, man. I don't know. It feels more immersive. It's so funny. It's like, let's create real life in a video game. But you already have real life at home. I know, but this is better because it's more adventure-y. And let me kill her, then I do got to go eat. I wasn't lying to him.